What was I going to talk about? Today's Sunday, the 12th of July. Vera's healthy. So that's good news. She's back. She's not wearing a cone anymore. I have to sneeze. I did a lot of chores. I did a lot of stuff today. I rearranged my room temporarily and mock set it up like how it would be after I'm gone. And it would be set up easily accessible for my mom and my friend and my best friend to do cat stuff. And where's the list? I made a 7-page document, a cat care guide. Seven pages. The first page is daily maintenance and feeding. Page 2 is, my mom said she requested standing order, which she said that's like a medical term. So things that actually have dates and it's chronological is page 2. So it's from basically August 1st through September of next year, because I don't know when. I think my visa, I think it said expires next September. I don't remember. Anyway, so on page 2 I have things like specific dates of like when to apply flea medicine, when to clean the water fountain and replace the water, when to switch out the filters of the air purifiers I have. Oh, and then annual wellness exams for the cats, like when to do that. It's what's the temperature? 77 in here. So after I'm done with this video, I'm going to turn on the AC. Page 3 is page 3 through 5 is everything my best friend is going to do. Sort of. So, do I have to get into this? I don't know, I'm just talking. So like, my best friend, she's gonna do inventory. I was thinking once monthly. So she's gonna alert me if we're running low on water in the fountain or water bottles. I have 6 right now. So she's gonna alert me when I need to get more. All the food, dry and wet food. Oh. That was gross. Litter. What else? Paper plates, forks, napkins. That's for when they do the wet food. Oh, and then check the air filters, because sometimes the breaker trips, because the wiring in this house is really bad. And there's chains on chains on chains of power strips and all that. And if it trips, the air purifiers can turn off. So I just told her, I don't know, I explained that to her, but I guess I'll try to remember. So she's got to turn them back on. And then she's got to check if the replace filter light is on. This is boring, isn't it? And then I told her, oh, if you see any packages, bring them inside if they're for me, because it's probably cat stuff. And then I know she's no vet or anything like that, but I was like, if you can, if it smells in here, like, can you text me? Because it's not supposed to smell if my mom's keeping up on things. And is the floor dirty? Like, you know, kind of just checking to make sure my mom is doing what she promised me she would do. And then if there's something like glaringly obviously wrong with one of the cats, you know, let me know. And then, so those are her tasks, which she seemed comfortable with. And then I also put, that's one page, that's page 3, and then page 4 and 5 is a chronological like schedule when I think I'll be getting deliveries for the wet food, the dry food, the litter, the water, everything. I'll show you one of these pages. Can you even see that? Yeah. That's when I know I'm supposed to order it. So I don't know when it's gonna get delivered, so I don't know. And then the last page, no, second to last page, page 6, my mom called this PRN, which is another medical term which implies like as needed. So PRN maintenance, I guess. She didn't remember what it stood for. So here I went over with my mom, like, can you observe them, observe the cats, and if they're obviously itching their ears or their eyes, if their eyes are red or something, can you let me know? And if you want to try to do something about it, I have eye drops you can use, or there's cream that doctors told me to use. So resources, everything's going to be on this shelf, which is a mess right now. And then especially Vera, she gets chin acne, so I went over that with her. I wrote in here, play with the cats at least twice a week. And my mom seemed deflated about that one, like she doesn't really know how to play with cats, so she wants to delegate that to my dad. But he's not involved in this as far as I'm concerned. And then she also seemed deflated when I said observe each cat using the litter box. So what I meant, I explained this to her, like, when you're cleaning the litter, if you notice something's off, then start trying to pay attention and check on them a little bit more and try to catch them in the act of using the litter box. You know, I don't know, she seemed like she'll try, but she doesn't really know how to do that. Oh yeah, I have to, Misty, the black one, she had a shirt, a vest, a jumper, and she was wearing that for a long time, and then she gets out of it occasionally. She sneaks her way out of it. She snuck her way out of it, and then I felt her, and there were no scabs, which is good. But now it's been another week or something like that, and now she has lots of scabs again. And I tried looking for it. I have no idea where her little vest went, so I'm gonna order, I guess, 2 more in case she loses it in the future. So where's my phone? It, like, I don't know. So I showed my mom how to apply mousse, antiseptic mousse to her. And I showed my mom, and we took a video of how to clean the water fountain, and it's all of its pieces, and there's bottle brushes to use, pipe cleaners. She also seemed deflated about trying to give Misty a bath, and she's like, oh, can your best friend do that? And both of them are kind of like, they don't want to do that, which I get it. and laundry. And then page, what is this, 7? It's just vet contact info, and like each one of them has a different vet. Oh, and then monthly. This is boring, isn't it? Anyway, that's everything I did today. No, it's not. Everything I just talked about, I did today. And then, as a thank you, I took them both to Panera Bread. And then my mom got tired, so I dropped her off. And then my best friend and I went to the park. We almost did a mile walking and talking. It was really hot and humid today. So then we stopped after like 4/5 of the way, and then just talked for a while. Yeah, and this morning went to church. Oh, yesterday evening. Did I make a video yesterday? No, I think I wanted to, but we got back at like midnight. So I was at my sister's house. And that was nice. It was for one of my nephew's birthdays. He turns 17 soon. And then I have a younger nephew who's 11, and we played a bunch of games. And then he wanted to hunt for ghosts in the backyard at night, so we did that. And he showed me his he has a bunch of Roblox games, so I guess he's on a kick now where he likes scary, spooky stuff. So he and I played a game where, he played and I watched. I tried to watch, but it was on his phone, and it was very small text. A jump scare game. Yeah, we played that, and then he wanted to go outside and look for ghosts and ghouls and all that. So we did that. We found some spiders and some bugs. And then he wanted to go back outside, but he wanted me to bring my phone and play scary music, like spooky Halloween music. So we did that. And yeah, I came back around midnight, because it's a long drive. It's like an 1.5-hour drive to get to my sister's house. And yeah, so then this morning, went to church with my mom. And we both didn't want to get up, but we did. And then it was nice. It was a nice service, as usual. And then my mom's like, oh, do you want to go to the prayer tent? And I'm like, why? And she's like, oh, for your Japan trip. And I'm like, okay, sure. I never utilized the prayer tent, which is just, an awning, one of those portable awnings, and there's just a lady standing there, like, ready to pray with you. So, yeah, my mom asked her if we could all pray for my trip. That was nice of my mom. It was nice. Very nice. And then, I guess this is a vlog, so I'm just listing things I did today. And after that, we went to McDonald's because she wanted a coffee frappuccino. And I got a coffee today. And if you've been following along, I've been following along. I've stopped drinking coffee when I guess I didn't say this, but I'm separating from my husband. And that day I decided to do that, I stopped drinking coffee to get like really sober. proof. That was June 1st. I stopped drinking coffee, like, officially, but I stopped around, like, May 29th. I just can't remember the date. Yeah, and then so when we came back, did I just type that? I had a rough draft. This is really boring. I had a rough draft of the cat care guide, and so I worked on that all the way till like 3:50, and then I went to go pick up my friend and bring her back here and show her everything. And yeah, so she took a copy of it home. She's gonna review it with her mom because there's something maybe both of us might have missed, or something needs clarification that we missed. And yeah, moving on from what I did today. Well, okay, so we went, yeah. Sorry, this one's a dud. Yeah, she was only here for like 20 minutes maybe. It was very easy to go over her part in this. Yeah, and then I took them to Panera Bread. I was like 4:30? No, maybe 3. I don't know. 4:10. And we ate there. I think that was my mom's first time there. She really liked it. And she got stuff off the kids menu, which I never even thought of. So maybe I'll try that in the future because I'm small. Portions. And then yeah, I dropped my mom off because she said she was ready for bed. And that was like around 5:30, maybe 6. And then I took my best friend to the park. We've been to a different park closer to her house, but there's not much shade there. And I always forget when I pick her up and we go to the park, I forget, oh, there's this other park I want to go back to closer to my house. So we finally went to the one I wanted to go to, and because they have an actual like walking track and it's kind of spongy, so we did that for a while. And then I came back here and rearranged my room to be ready for work because everything that was here and on the shelves was under my desk, trapping my chair in. So I cleaned that all out again. Oh, and my mom has I'm pointing like you can see my finger. My mom, so the one thing that reassured me the most was my mom, this morning, right. After we got home from McDonald's, she and I went over that huge list because I wanted to go over that first with my mom and then ask my mom, like, what would you want my friend to do versus what you do, and how much can you handle and how much do you want her to handle, etc. And throughout that conversation, she brought up, like, do you have any cameras, like motion detection cameras where you can like observe your cats or whatever? And I'm like, no, I had some in Tennessee, but then they started charging me a subscription like 3 years later after I bought the cameras, so I thought it was sketchy. It's really hot in here. It's still 77. But she's like, oh, I have a camera. And I saw the video feed. It's a really nice camera and it's heavy. I don't know if you can see it. It's just a little black cube sitting on the bottom shelf and it's pointed at the litter box. For now, the litter box is over there, but it's gonna change. And that's really reassuring. So I'm gonna have Anyway, what is this video? So that reassured me that if I wanted to, I could tune in and check on my cats, because really observing them while they use the litter box is like really good information for cat health. It's not pleasant to look at, but it's good information. Very telling of their overall health. They're sleepy. Yeah, so I'm trying to say I'm feeling overall positive today. Maybe like 60 versus 40, like 60% good, 40 not so good. So overall positive. And I let both of them know, like, okay, if something comes up, if one of the cats gets sick, I'll hire someone off of Rover to actually administer medicine if they're not comfortable doing it. I don't know if I should contact that person ahead of time. I probably won't. And I'll probably, in the app, I'll be like, okay, here's my, when you get here, you're gonna meet my mom and she's gonna tell you, show you what the doctor said to do. I don't know. Hopefully that doesn't happen. And tomorrow morning it's gonna be really big for me, because it's the last chunk of paperwork to submit to the courthouse. Everything might get done tomorrow that I have left to do, or I might have missed something, because there's a self-help desk guy that I keep going to, and this last chunk is a lot, and it was very confusing compared to the other paperwork that I have had to do. And I'm not using a lawyer or anything. I don't have that kind of money, so I'm just learning as I go. And yeah, so I gotta get prepaid envelopes from somewhere, like big ones, like manila envelopes. I gotta get like 3 of them and address them to me, him, and the courthouse, so that they can send out the final, like, yes, we approve of this, or no, you messed up somewhere, which hopefully doesn't happen. And then, yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. And then also tomorrow I should, because it's already time zone difference. I don't know if I said the place I'm moving to. I hope I didn't. Not yet. But the time zone, it's already tomorrow there right now. So hopefully when I wake up tomorrow, I'll get another text from where I'm moving to, the company, because I told them, oh, I put in my 2 weeks notice and my last day is the 17th, and they're like, okay, great, so come here on the 17th. And I'm like, no, that's not why I told you this. No, I would rather come on like the 25th of July, because I haven't had time to pack or anything, you know. I've been working, so, oh, and plus plane tickets are pretty slim already for the 17th, because I plan on using Zip Air. So hopefully they'll say, okay, yeah, the 25th is fine. And then if they say, yes, the 25th is fine, or the 24th or whatever, I think for me it would have to be the 24th, and then over there it would be the 25th. Once I get there, okay, then I have to like just drop everything and buy my plane ticket. Tomorrow's the 13th. And I was thinking, for the courthouse stuff, The envelope for my spouse can just be regular postage, but I was thinking for me, I would want to do priority mail, and then I don't know if they're fast about it, which they should be, because it's the path of doing this that we chose is very streamlined, and we're in agreement of stuff, so it should be very simple and like streamlined is what I said. So maybe, just maybe, I will get the decision before I leave, and that would be really reassuring to me, to get that in the mail saying yes, it's approved and you did everything correctly. And just FYI, I can't get divorced yet because I moved to California in March, and I need to live here for 6 months to qualify for divorce in California's jurisdiction, which I don't. So that's why we had to choose legal separation instead. So that's a whole other down the line. I gotta finish that process. Once I find a jurisdiction that will accept me, then I can go forward with that. But that's gonna require living in one place for a while, I would imagine. And I hope there's no other restrictions. Anyway. I got this from my sister. I like it. It's very feminine, obviously. I don't think I would ever pick this out myself, but I've been wearing it. And she gave me another one. Oh, this one. She said this was a dupe for something. I don't keep up on fragrances though. This one smells less feminine and still like really rich and good smelling. I haven't worn it yet. I went through all these bags. That one, and there's one under there, and etc. Have my clothes in them from Tennessee. And it's been a while, so I've forgotten what's in there. So I went through all of those yesterday during the day. I left for my sister's house around 5 p.m. No, 3 p.m. So during the day, I woke up at like 11 and then looked through all that. And I made a pile of what I would like to take with me, but that's probably ideals and not actually gonna happen. I'm probably gonna have to like cut it into a third and only take a third. Just because of checked baggage or whatnot. And my mom was really proactive today. Like, after church on the drive, she was like, okay, so what do you need to do today? Let's make a list. I was like, okay, well, I have to do this. And part of it was figure out what kind of luggage we have and all that. It's a shame I can't take my monitor. It's too big. And then my mom was like, oh, we'll get it shipped. And I was like, Mom, even if it arrives at the doorstep of where I'm staying, I physically cannot pick it up. It would hurt me if that fell on me. So I need to find out if I can if you use my laptop's screen, just use the screen and connect it to my computer, which I'll show you. I have an Intel Nuke. Oh, there's a debit card right there. Hold on. I move that out of frame. This stuff. I'm not wearing my glasses right now, so I can't see really. That's my computer. And apparently, you can't take that as checked luggage. And I also, my mom was reading that there's a weight limit for carry-on. So somehow I gotta take that computer, my laptop, and all my precious CDs and whatnot. Here, I'll just show you my CD collection since I'm right here. I'm pulling from here. I was thinking I should get one more CD. I've been putting it off because it's really old, and on eBay it's like really expensive, but I'm like, ugh. But it's in the US, and if I move and then I want it, it's gonna be even more expensive or impossible to ship. So I wish I could do dual. There's one. I bought this one and then I lost it and I had to buy it again. I think I lost it on a plane actually. There's another one. This one doesn't have the name on it, but it's called Monolith, I think. This one. This one. Oh, this one also doesn't have the name. I forget what this is their first album. I think it's just called Transmissions. This one. Also, I never got Pendulum, the one with the cover art where it's a maze to a baby, a fetus. I never bought that one. I should though. What's this one? I forgot what this album is called. Doesn't ring a bell. The cover art does not ring a bell. This one, Cycle of Suffering. I also forgot what that album is called, but it's their most recent one. I don't even know if you can see that. Oh, and then I have a mixtape. And these mixtapes are very shitty. They're like good for one plane use, but then like the jolts of the plane make them like unplayable if you do them again. So I might have to make another mixtape. Keep that one out. The album I want to get from eBay is called it's called Casting Shadows. It's their very first album, Silosis. Casting Crowns? No, that's a Christian one, right? I think it's called No. It's like 3 words. It starts with a C. And the cover art has like a really pixelated, like not pixelated, just old photo of a priest or a nun, but a skull for a face, and they have the Bible open and they're over a grave site. I'm just looking at so my husband, he told me he's gonna sell the car, so before he did, I looked through it and I was like, oh, I have a bunch of other CDs in here. So I'm actually looking through those now. Oh, this, now that's what I call Music 22. This was very eye-opening. I was very young when I got this, and I was like, oh my gosh, there's so much sex in these music. It was really funny to me, the lyrics. Like, Miss New Booty. I was like, what is this? Anyway, this album was my first album, and it was given to me as a gift for Halloween, I think, from my dad's hairdresser, who was like this. His name could have been Hans. He like looked like a Hans. He had an accent. And he'd always, I was like young, like 6 maybe, when my dad would go to his salon studio. It was like in a shared building. Anyway, and he always dressed it up for every season. And it was very kid friendly. It was really nice. Oh, this, my friend Alex got me this when we were like 17, 18 maybe. I liked it. I have Red's album. I feel like I have, maybe I only bought this one, and then the ones that came before this I've just been ripping from the internet. Let me see, there's a stack. There's a loose stack here, so let me go over these. This was all stuff in the car. What is that? Oh, this is from my boss. The Best of the Booty Blues. They're all right. This was given to me by an ex, but it's scratched. I don't know. He had good taste in music. This one is just a blank thing I did. Dark Sky NTS, that's another one from my ex. All the ones he made were like very like spacey. If that's a good. This is another one I did. I don't know what's on it. Another one I did. This probably doesn't work anymore. Another one I did. I don't think that one works anymore. That was either probably on the top or on the bottom. Oh yeah, I did rip it. So I never bought that album. Another blank one. Another blank one. This is the ADD, by the way. That's why I don't mark them. Oh yeah, that one I ripped. And this one I ripped. Pierce Fulton, that one's good. That was from my ex. It's so hot in here. Okay, these back. My cat's taking a shit. So I'll probably have to stop. Oh, yeah, okay. I'm gonna stop this video and take care of that.